6 years the elder of Penny Kianzad. Kianzad 2 inches taller, and we see the weight discrepancy here. Kianzad missed by 0.7 pounds, 136.7, to Kaufman's 135.4. The record for Kaufman, 18-4, 8-2 for Penny Kianzad. For our official introductions of our main event, here's Joe Martinez.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live on UFC Fight Pass from the Scottish Rite Temple here in Kansas City, Missouri. It is time for the main event of the evening. 3 rounds of action this scheduled in the bantamweight division. Sanctioned by the Missouri Office of Athletics Executive Director Tim Lukenhoff. Your 3 judges scoring at cage side: Marcus Danforth, Henry Gary, and Russ Swanberg. And when the action begins inside the cage, referee in charge, Mike England. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the judges are ready and the fighters are ready. Kansas City, make some noise if you are ready! Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. Her background's in boxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. At 5 feet 5 inches tall, she weighed in officially 135.5 pounds. This veteran has a record standing 18 victories and 4 defeats. Fighting out of British Columbia, here is the former Strikeforce Bantamweight Champion of the World, Sarah Kaufman! And her opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. She weighed in officially 136.75 pounds and has a record in 10 bouts, standing at 8 victories and 2 defeats. Fighting out of Copenhagen, Denmark, here is Penny Kianzad! Once again, referee Mike England with the final instruction.
Hey, all the way in, all the way in. Okay, ladies, I gave you instructions in the dressing room. You got any questions, Blue? Any questions, Red? Touch them up right there. God bless you. Come out fighting.
Here it is, our main event. Penny Bonsai Kianzad taking on Sarah Kaufman. Officially a catchweight contest, with serious implications on the line, you gotta believe, in the bantamweight division.
Exceptional focus in their eyes.
No touch of gloves. These ladies have come to war. Kaufman in the black, Kianzad in the blue. Kaufman coming forward, eats a left hand by Penny Kianzad.
And I said, Penny Kianzad's left hook is one of the sharpest and quickest left hooks, I think, in the division. She uses it extremely well and changes it to oblique angles at times to cut through somebody's guard. Sarah's got super fast hands.
Kaufman always game to trade, now inside the clinch. Nice little snap there by Penny Kianzad, but now she's pushed back into the fence. Into the body by Bonsai.
Bonsai's got inside control there where she can, especially against a shorter fighter, it's easy to kind of shuck their head around, but Sarah's really good at weighting her hips down and keeping the pressure low.
Nice combination there by the former Strikeforce champion. Take the lead inside leg of Penny Kianzad. The 2018 pay-per-view calendar opens with an unbelievable card in Boston as heavyweight champion Stipe Miocic looks for his record 3rd straight title defense when he takes on the knockout artist Francis Ngannou. UFC 220, Saturday, January 20th, 10 in the East, 7 in the West.
Nice little exchange of punches between both of them. Sarah was able to land a couple right hands, and Penny again with that left hand. Good knees in there as well.
Kianzad attacking the lead leg of Kaufman with the kick.
Penny does a nice job of staying kind of tucked and in there, but one thing she does when she's tired is she weights her front leg very heavily, leaving it susceptible to kicks.
Beautiful right hand by Kaufman, gets through. Kianzad eats another 2-punch combination, another right by Kaufman. See the head movement here by Kaufman, trying to measure these strikes. She's getting through with the right hand. In on a takedown now is Kaufman. Stifled, though, by Kianzad. This is vintage Sarah Kaufman. Fighting her way to the inside, making you feel the pain. Might go for a takedown, but if she doesn't get it, she's going to control you in the clinch and able to get back to space.
Absolutely, you know, and she's very good, like Leslie was saying, very good at rhythm, very good at controlling the rhythm of that. However, I think that Kianzad's doing a nice job of circling away, trying to establish where she's at and plant where she can hit a good shot against Kaufman. You don't want your back to the cage against Kaufman, though.
Another right hand by Kaufman now, mixing in some knees in the clinch. Duke Rufus in the corner of Sarah Kaufman, asking her for a knee to the face.
A little bit harder to do without inside control there. You know, Penny was on the inside on that tight clinch.
We've seen Kaufman really train all over the world. She spent some time with Greg Jackson in Albuquerque. For this camp, it was Duke Rufus and, of course, Adam Zuchek in her corner throughout her entire career.
Yeah, they really have a great rhythm together as coach and fighter. She said, I know when I've messed up. I know that I've disappointed him when I've done something wrong, and I can hear him in my head saying, no, Sarah.
It's important to get different looks all over the world training, but also you need to stay true to yourself. Sarah Kaufman has done that throughout her entire career.
She really has. Nice little rattle off of a three-punch combo there by Penny. She went through the guard of Kaufman, was able to land quite well. And I like how she's going to that inside control with that clinch. Even though Sarah's very strong in the clinch, when Penny gets it, she can yank her head down quite effectively.
Nice left hand by Kaufman. Kianzad still game, getting a jab through, now mixing in a kick. And the question about Kianzad was, if she faced adversity in this fight, would she be able to battle through it? She wasn't able to really battle through it with Raquel Paul-Louis, and she said, you know, I kind of broke there. I was, you know, on my back early, had my back taken, and, well, that just happened.
But the thing that we did see with Kianzad against Evinger, even though she lost that fight, is she kind of goes into this automatic animal mode anyway and continues to fight even when it seems like she could be broken by being taken down multiple times, by multiple submission attempts. You know, Tanya was successful in the second round, but Kianzad's a fighter. Well, they're all fighters, but you know what I mean.
Her personality is very much of a fighter, and she does love this, and she wants to show that here tonight. She wants to be a factor, and she's able to take out Kaufman. It would speak volumes. But right now, Sarah Kaufman putting it on Penny Kianzad.
Yeah, there's a renewed viciousness in Kaufman that I like, and I wonder if this is something about that, you know, getting through to the fans. She's taking some shots here, but she's also really trying to end hard on those combos.
She mentioned the pre-fight build. She doesn't like that a lot of her fights have gone the distance. She wants to be a finisher. And round number one in the book. Sarah Kaufman nicely done with her boxing inside the clinch. Really vintage Sarah Kaufman, and Penny Kianzad's going to have to readjust her approach. She can't continue to let Sarah Kaufman sort of dictate the pace.
That's true. It is kind of I guess, a volume. You know, Sarah's getting about 2 punches into every 1 punch that Penny gets. I really think it's a matter of circling, trying not to be put against the fence, trying not to be lured into that, like kind of like a snake charmer. You don't want to be caught in those multiple punch combinations because her head goes up and down and it's hard to track her. I will say Penny has landed some shots, though. She's done a nice job of that. Some of her leg kicks were getting through. I don't know if they had any effect on Sarah. I'd have to see her legs a little closer, but I actually was really admiring the front kicks from Kaufman, too, to push her backwards and try to control range there. Who'd you call that round for?
Sarah Kaufman, a little more crisp and effective with her volume and output. Control the pace from distance, also inside the clinch. We'll see if she can continue that here in round number 2. But look at Penny Kianzad, still very game, wants to get back out there. She's fought a lot of this.
And looking from where I'm at, the inside thigh of Kaufman, her left inside thigh is getting pretty mottled there. You can see bruises forming. Oh, nice right kick to Kianzad's front leg. And a response.
Yeah, Penny answered with a jab left hook. But Kaufman lands a jab of her own. Spinning back fist attempted, blocked by Kaufman. Nice left and a right gets through by Kianzad.
Very quick, very fast hands.
Kaufman pushed forward, trying to get Penny cut off there in the fence, and Kianzad was able to circle away, but that pressure of Kaufman is very difficult to deal with. Now these ladies are just throwing hands. Knee to the body by the former Strikeforce champ.
They are really high on her throwing knees to the face right there. It's interesting. She's done a lot of damage with her hands, so calling for that knee when the body is there is a change in strategy for Kaufman, I think.
Kianzad trying to corner Kaufman here against the fence, but Kaufman able to circle off the cage. Another reversal of position once again. TJ DeSantis, Julie Kedzie, our main event underway here in Kansas City, Invicta FC 27. Get at us on Twitter at TJ DeSantis, at JulesK_fighter, at Invicta Fights. Use the hashtag Invicta FC 27.
You can see Kaufman was digging to get her thumb in for inside control from the top position. She was able to get underneath, but Penny's very good at getting that kind of one tie up there. She really does good inside control on the neck.
Don't forget, Invicta has some of the most loyal fans, and we want to reward you by getting you qualified to win some autographed gloves. Plus, you can help fight domestic violence by supporting our friends at Hope House. Get your smartphone and text Invicta to 555-888. Kaufman controlling the posture of Kianzad up against the fence. Penny trying to make some space.
And she's doing a good job of that by dropping down, trying to get lower than Kaufman. Kaufman's head is pinning her when she's getting the right position. Penny's trying to drop down, get her weight lower than Kaufman's so that she can kind of muscle out. And Kaufman just kind of swept her leg right through there.
See if Kaufman can secure this position. Penny trying to get the legs involved, trying to make something happen.
Now, I've always been super high on Penny Kianzad's scrambles in tough positions. She's got long legs and she breaks people down, breaks their posture down. But that is really smart to start elbowing those legs because it's going to make her think about trying to move them. She's trying to pull her head out, extract her head. That's not going to do her a lot of good. She's really going to roll over and try to get Sarah on her back more than anything else.
Trying to go for a toe hold here. Doesn't really have the position to really torque the ankle.
Oh, nicely done. She's trying to crawl up there for an armbar.
Kaufman dealing with it well, trying to move, trying to clear the legs. Right hand gets through.
Kaufman's hips are so good, TJ. Like, just the way she can ride through things and go to the bottom. Nicely done. Now, Penny's here on a single leg. She's getting some damage there, but if she can get up, never mind.
Now Kaufman trying to maybe take the back of Kianzad. Penny wise to it, trying to turn in to Kaufman. Eats a knee. Now a Kimura grip here for the former Strikeforce champion. She bails on it. Knee to the body.
And they're calling for tomahawk in Kaufman's corner. I'm trying to figure out what that is. I think it has something to do with those knees to the face. Oh, maybe that elbow over the top.
Kaufman talked about the corner language. She said that she can hear really everything, including her opponent's corner, and I think that might tell us that her corner speaks in code a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. You should always have some kind of code. Well, that was kind of a desperate attempt there from Penny. You know, I do know she loves working on the ground and in wrestling scrambles, but that was a little bit too far away to shoot. Nice kick.
Kick started by a left hand from Kaufman. 1 minute remains here in round number 2. This fight getting away from Penny. She's firing back with some punches.
That was well done. I think, you know, I was saying that she usually weights her front foot forward too much when she's tired, but she's actually doing a nice job of stepping back on that. And she's still capable of this very fast 3-punch combos and head kicks.
Nice left hook there again by Kianzad. Kaufman firing back with punches.
You can tell when Sarah's hunting, she's really starting to drive forward with that.
That jab is on point when Penny's throwing it. It has landed. She's doubled it up a couple times, giving Kaufman a couple of different looks.
I think if I were Kaufman, I'd also keep staying emphasis on that front leg, really working that front leg with kicks and knees. And if I were Penny, I would be trying to work that inside leg of Sarah. Little leg battle on the outside.
10 minutes in the books between Sarah Kaufman and Penny Kianzad. Kianzad still very much game, but again, Sarah Kaufman is fighting the fight that she has throughout her entire career, which has been very effective.
Yeah, fighting the fight. I think there's a little bit more determination. There's something different about it. I agree. She's controlling the rhythm. She's controlling the pace. She's getting hit, still staying in the pocket and hitting, moving her head out of the way. But there is something less hesitant right now about Sarah Kaufman.
She was very fired up leading into this fight, very vocal on Twitter about how she was going to make this run count, and thus far she's made good on it. Going back to the rhythm, we talked about that in your keys to victory in this fight. Looking at Sarah Kaufman, she's been able to keep her rhythm. Penny really hasn't been able to solve it.
Yeah, and I actually thought that was almost a weakness against Kaufman because we saw her fight Alexis Davis in the UFC, and when we saw her fight Valentina Shevchenko, both of them were able to capitalize on the rhythm, read into it, and hit that second beat, which is why I wanted syncopation. I can't tell if she's done that or not. I'm not sophisticated enough to see that until after I got to rewatch this fight. But I really like what she's doing in her aggression right now.
And look at Penny Kianzad, still very much determined. She's got 5 minutes to make something happen. Here we go, right back at it. Spinning back fist to open the round by Penny Kianzad.
And she followed that very nicely, too, over the top. You know, you hit that spot, you warm it up, and then you hit it with the other spot where you've got a little bit, maybe more controlled power.
A lot of pop on these punches from Kianzad. Kaufman trying to answer.
Oh, that's it.
Nice combination there by Sarah Kaufman. Now back in the clinch. Knee comes high for the former Strikeforce champion. Penny Kianzad fighting fire with fire.
Yeah, that was the syncopation and rhythm that I liked from Kaufman. But, man, when Penny just braced out like that, hit those two shots, she's still punching straight. She's still punching hard right now. She's by no means out of this, even though it's the third round and she's been eating some shots.
Time not on the side of Penny Kianzad. Trying to get off the fence there. Kaufman wouldn't let her. Knee comes high. Kaufman eats a right hand, though, by Kianzad. If nothing else, the motivation and the fire is still very much lit for Penny Kianzad. Another right hand by Kaufman backs up Kianzad.
I think that leg is hurting right now, TJ. I think that's why she switched stages and switched back and then backed up. I think there's a little bit of a sting going on.
Kianzad trying to dig that right underhook in, trying to get some of her posture back. Unable to do so. I mean, really smothering right now is Sarah Kaufman.
And that does kind of keep Kianzad from doing vicious, you know, and she's pushing on the head. It keeps her from bracing to get a hard enough elbow to do damage. She's kind of better at range with those kicks and with those punches, even though she's eating a lot of shots.
Spinning back fist again. Left hand landed there for Penny Kianzad. Really turning up the heat are both ladies here.
Little clash of heads right there when they met.
I can't tell. Yeah, I think that's Penny's blood on Sarah Kaufman's forehead there. It might be a cut. They did clash heads, like, as you mentioned. I think it is Penny's.
I think it's her blood, too. I don't think that was hard enough to cause anything, but you never know with people's skin. Nice knee there with the brace. Because Sarah's pushing against it, trying to create a frame. Nice little elbow there.
Now back at space. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remain in our main event. Some punches by Kaufman. Nice kick there to the lead leg once again of Penny Kianzad. Sarah Kaufman determined to make a resurgence. She wants to capture the Invicta FC Championship before 2018 is over.
You know, you can kind of tell when Penny Kianzad's thinking about a spin or she's thinking about a left hook because she kind of tilts a little bit. But I do admire the way she gets her hands right back to her face and goes for those inside control things. Sarah's doing what Sarah does in the clinch, getting her head lower or getting her hands in a position where she can punch up to leverage her head down.
Another standing elbow lands for Sarah Kaufman. Into the body on the break. Kaufman still just stalking Penny Kianzad. Spinning back fist misses.
I don't think she should throw any more of those.
More strikes for Kaufman. Kianzad really having an issue with this pressure. Kaufman has been relentless. 60 seconds or so remain here.
And it's, you know, when you are the fighter with the reach, but you're fighting somebody who just barrels forward and negates that reach with their forward pressure, it's so hard. You just end up back on your heels so many times.
Kianzad still very much game, but Kaufman pushing forward once again, controlling the posture, controlling the pace.
And I can guarantee you there's 40 seconds left in this fight, but both of these fighters are still wanting a finish very badly.
I mean, they're championship caliber fighters. They could go 5 5-minute rounds tonight. It's 3 5-minute rounds. And,
let's just do that. Let's add a couple more on. This is fun.
I don't know if they would. I mean, they would, but they shouldn't.
I know they wouldn't say no.
Right.
Yeah.
You're exactly right. Final 15 seconds here in this fight. Kaufman throws another right hand. Misses, though. Kianzad eats the right hand there by Kaufman. Still game is Penny.
One thing Kaufman said complacency is her enemy these days is not anymore.
Absolutely not. Solid stuff by Sarah Kaufman in her return to Invicta FC. Really great performance for both. For Penny Kianzad, she wasn't able to really fight the fight that she wanted to, but we saw the courage, the heart on display that she didn't possess in the last Raquel Paul-Louis fight. Penny's going to learn from this, I think, and move forward with her career. And for Sarah Kaufman, I think we have a new factor at 135 pounds. Yeah,
it was a way better fight for Penny, and it seemed like a way more fun fight for her, too. She really got in her groove. She got some interesting and fun shots in there, and she did a lot of things right. I think it's just a little bit more balance, a little bit more getting in there, but she fought somebody who's had a gazillion fights and was really intent on punching her in the face hard.
And while both fighters have had ups and downs in their career, they're still elite level bantamweights. I firmly believe that. And Sarah Kaufman, returning to that vintage form here tonight. We'll see how many fights she can get in this new calendar year. But I got to believe she's motivated. I mean, I can't speak for her, but she looks relatively unscathed here. So we'll see what she can do going forward. She smiles, Sarah Kaufman, looking to get back in a big way, and throughout 15 minutes, I think she did just that.
I think she did as well, TJ. I know she's going to be disappointed in herself with another decision, but honestly, winning is pretty nice.
Well, when you're in there with the best in the world, sometimes you got to go to the judges. Sarah Kaufman, Penny Kianzad, 15 minutes in the books. The judges have rendered their decision. Let's make it official. Here's Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 have it 30-27. Your winner by unanimous decision, Sarah Kaufman!
Sarah Kaufman back in the winner's circle here at Invicta Fighting Championships. Nice sign of respect between her and Penny Kianzad. Tonight, Kaufman victorious in her return to Invicta Fighting Championships. In a moment, she'll speak with Leslie Smith.
No worries. Congratulations, I'm standing here with Sarah Kaufman, your winner tonight. You said that you wanted to feel like you left everything in the cage. Was that on your mind? Because it's certainly what you did.
Definitely. I mean, I know that Penny is tough and she has good combinations, but this is my time. You know, Canadians are known for being nice, so I can be sugary and sweet and spicy outside, but in the cage I do need to be nasty. And so I tried to bring more of that out tonight.
We definitely saw that tonight. You also said that you plan on being the champion by the end of this year. What do you think is the next step to make that happen?
Well, the next step for me, get another fight as soon as possible. She had a nap. Where's that title belt? I want it on my waist. It's nice and shiny, and I like shiny things.
Nice. Last question. You used a lot of feints and fakes, and those seem to make a really big difference. Do you think they helped your aggression, or did your aggression lead to them?
A combination of both. Definitely working with my coach, Adam Zuzek, also Duke Rufus. He helped me out with this camp as well, and their team. So I'm really honored and blessed to have so many good people in my corner, and we really wanted to work on my pacing, and all my fights where I've done the best is where I'm the most active. So that was my goal tonight, is keep the pressure on, try and always land, try and throw in combination, and for the most part, I think it went well.
It was wonderful to watch. Thank you so much for giving us such an amazing fight. Give it up one more time for Sarah Kaufman.
Thanks, guys.
Sarah Kaufman victorious in our main event here tonight, and she's definitely campaigning for it, Julie. She wants a title fight, and we'll see what Shannon Knapp and the matchmaking team have in store for her next.
Yeah.